I'll never have to sell something important to me in order to make sure someone I love gets health care. Is that the measure of having made it in America now? Not the golden statue on my mantle in my house. Is success simply being free from being terrorized by medical bills? And why do I feel guilty instead of grateful? I shake my head, trying to force the man's grim expression and haunted eyes from my vision, focusing instead on the black ribbon of highway stretching in front of me as I cruise back to the city where I was born, the one that will be my home for the next 10 months. My phone rings on the seat next to me, and I fumble to answer it and press the speaker button. Adams? Matt, you cold-hearted motherfucker. Where's the whiskey? A laugh rips from my chest as my best friend's voice fills the front seat. Maybe having Trent house sit was a bad idea, but it was better than putting all my shit in storage for the next year, and it gives him somewhere to live while he looks for his next gig. Did you check behind the sofa? Did you put it there? Nah, man, but if you're looking for whiskey at... I glance at my watch and do the math. 2 in the afternoon. I'm guessing you left it somewhere in the wee hours of the morning. Clean the mess before Sarah comes on Wednesday? I don't get it, brother. Why do you bother cleaning before your housekeeper comes? Because I pay her to dust my Oscar, not pick up after overgrown frat boys. Unemployed actors. Well, whiskey's where you said it was. Talk to you later. Wait, Trent. But he's already hung up. For the best, as I merge onto I-285 and traffic creeps to a standstill. I sigh, fumbling with the ancient stereo in search of something to engage my brain. We creep forward, each mile a small victory as the drive-time DJs talk over the end of every song. I hate that. The sun hangs low in the sky, painting it red and reflecting off the cars in front of me to create a glittering blanket over the highway. Pretty, though sitting through Atlanta rush hour is a high price to pay for the sight. The car in front of me inches forward, and I move to do the same, but the car shudders and the engine stops. Shit. My immediate thought is that I stalled it, but this isn't automatic. I twist the key and wait for the engine to turn over. Nothing happens. A horn sounds behind me, and a car to my left glides in front of me. I try to start the car again. Nothing. Damn it. I smack the steering wheel once, then fumble around the steering column until I find the chrome button for the flashers, and I pick up my phone. Siri, find a tow company near me. I pick the first number offered up and call to explain my location to the good old boy who answers the phone. Then I put the car in neutral, open the car door, and step out to push, turning the wheel to the right and cursing under my breath. At least I'm in the right lane. A car pulls over behind me, flashers blinking. I glance over my shoulder as a guy in a baseball cap and a Georgia Tech shirt puts his hands to the back of my car and gives me a brisk nod. He shoves as I steer, and we manage to get the Chevelle onto the shoulder. Thanks, man. I offer my hand for a shake, but he just waves and climbs back into his own car, driving off now that I'm out of his way. It takes an hour for the tow truck to arrive. The driver steps out of the truck, a big man in denim overalls with a red beard and a shaved head, and looks over my car in frank admiration. Wow, she's a beauty. Thanks, I just bought her. Thought she'd at least get me home. Ouch, that's rough. He hands over a clipboard. I need your info, the delivery address, and payment method. Cash or credit? I fill out my home address, then scribble my temporary apartment address into the margin. I don't know where to have it towed to. He appraises me with a raised eyebrow, and I wonder what he sees. I have no illusions about my looks. I'm ordinary, bordering on nerdy. My glasses, which I've worn my whole life, are now trendy, but that's more an accident of fashion than me being anything special to look at. And while I'd put my backyard mechanic skills up against anyone on set, out here on the side of the road, I have nothing to show for them. Car shop? Yeah, he's got my number. You know a good one? He looks at his phone. It's after 6, so they'll be closed, but American Heavy Metal's where you want her. They're out of town a ways. I can deliver her in the morning. American Heavy Metal. The shop name hits me with a jolt of nostalgia, and not the kind it was meant to evoke. Tom Ellis's shop. Tiffany's dad's shop. The memories hit me like a swarm of angry bees, each with its own sting. Wide hazel eyes and a cleft in